Many of you guys struggle with shoulder issues, not realizing that the root cause often lies within the thoracic spine. When this area is immobile, it forces your shoulders into compromised positions during exercises. Now this increases the risk of impingement, also known as like tendon irritation or a tendon rub. A common mistake is diving straight into pressing exercises without first mobilizing the thoracic spine. Now in this video, I'm going to take you through my quick 5-minute mobility sequence that will help restore movement in the thoracic spine and allow you to gain the needed extension in the upper back and allow for safer pressing. Now I recommend this to everyone, especially those guys who spend the majority of their day over a desk or who have known shoulder issues. Now I would be doing this every session, even on lower body days, because thoracic extension is pretty crucial to maintain correct form in almost every lift. Now the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get down on the floor and we're going to foam roll this area. Okay, so got myself a foam roller here. You can use a rumble roller or a flat foam roller. What I'm going to do, I'm going to spend 2 minutes warming up the tissue. So this just involves me lifting the hips up, hugging myself, and just rolling backwards and forwards on the thoracic spine for 2 minutes. What I'm doing here is getting a bit of blood flow into the area, getting it warm to improve the mobility and flexibility of the tissue. Once I've done that for 2 minutes, I'm then going to drop my hips down. I'm going to make sure my shoulder blades are on that side of the foam roller, so just sitting just there. I'm going to link my fingers, and I'm going to perform 20 extensions to mobilize the thoracic spine in the sagittal plane. So I'm going to do that as I go back. Then come up. And I'm keeping a bit of tension through the abdominals, so this will prevent me getting extension through the lumbar spine and make sure I'm getting extension through the thoracic spine. I'm going to perform that for 20 reps. Okay, so once I've done that, I'm going to head over to the wall and do my kneeling thoracic rotations against the wall. Okay, so now we're going to do our half kneeling thoracic rotation against the wall. And for this, you're going to need a foam roller or a small foam roller or a medicine ball to put between your knee and the wall. And what this will do, this will help block any rotation through the lumbar and make sure the rotation is coming through the thoracic spine. So I'm going to put the foam roller against the wall. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to push in. I'm going to push my arm into the wall as well. And I'm going to squeeze my right glute to lock the hips in. Now from here, I rotate. My eyes will follow my hand. I'm squeezing my glute. And that ensures that the rotation is coming through the thoracic spine and not the lumbar. Now I'm going to perform that for 12 reps each side. Okay, so once I've done that for 12 reps on each side, I'm going to perform a slight variation, which is a half kneeling thoracic rotation, but with side flexion. For this, I'm going to get rid of the foam roller. I'm going to move my feet around and have my inside leg up against the wall. This is the starting position, hands locked behind the neck. From here, I'm going to rotate up, around, try and face the wall, and then a little bit of side flexion. That's extremely hard. Come around again, get into this position, and then side flexion. I'm going to do that 6 times on both sides. All right, so once I've done that, and then I'm going to go head back over to the floor and do a cat camel. Okay, so the final mobility drill that we're going to do for the thoracic spine is the cat camel. Now I'm going to be on all fours for this. Basically, it just involves me pushing my thoracic spine up to the ceiling, protracting my shoulders, really curving and arching, and then taking the spine in the opposite direction. You'll notice that my hips move and my lumbar goes into extension, but I'm trying to make sure my thoracic is also going into extension. I don't want it all just happening here. I want to have that in extension. Okay, so we're up in flexion and then down into extension, pushing the chest to the ground. You want to keep the elbows locked for this. Okay, so there you have it. That's my quick 5-minute thoracic mobility warm-up sequence. Now do this before every session to improve your mobility within this region so you can get a bit more extension for better overhead pressing, reduced chance of injury, and better posture and better overall functionality.